Hello and welcome. My name is Tom.
And I'm Heather.
And you're sitting at the couples table.
The Couples Table is a live stream podcast here on this channel. Join us for better or worse.
For richer or poorer.
In sickness and in health.
On Thursdays when we stream and stuff.
Woohoo! This is episode
Boop, 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 boop.
111. Hello. Hi, Rob. Sup? Hey, Parker Jennings. What's up? Jared in the house. Spiral Lab is here. Mr. Camera Junkie. Hello, hello. Call Me Cubby is here. Everyone saying hi. Real Pal Room. Hello, hello. Just editing Tuesday's show. Level Up with Mike Newman. It's the first couple of live streaming. You guys are great.
Ooh, I like that.
Put up there.
The first couple.
That's cute.
That's fancy. I like that.
You really like that.
I do. I don't know why.
That's great.
It's quite a compliment.
Well, today we were looking at our list of couples table topic ideas, and they didn't seem long enough to be an individual episode. So we were like, oh, we haven't done a Q&A since we
In like a
made
year,
our
really.
Yeah, so we're going to today's just going to be a Q&A. Just
anything
ask us
about,
anything. Yeah.
as much as I hate the word, content creation.
Well, just, anything about, YouTube, content creation.
Yeah, because we always try to pick topics that are interesting and relevant, but sometimes it might not be what's on the top of your mind. And so being able to go like, hey, what about this thing? Or have you thought about this or something?
Yeah.
There we go.
Daniel, acapella, Freddie, trying to
Hello is clever enough.
Hello is very clever. New thumbnails and new my bad finger coming back. New thumbnail.
So, I have a question for you.
Oh, you do?
Okay, because it's out of your wheelhouse a little bit.
Oh.
I don't know if you guys know this, but Heather doesn't like gear or equipment.
No.
She's not a fan.
I
Doesn't
am
care
not.
about it. Uninterested.
Could not care less.
What is
What is?
a piece of gear you genuinely love and appreciate that you feel like you couldn't, that helps you do what you do better?
I mean, like I was just saying in the pre-show, I really like my setup. I really like it. Every time I turn it on, every time I go live, I'm like, wow, look at that. Look at that. We look great.
But that's like a combination of lots of gear, though.
Yeah, but I haven't added to this setup in
Over a year.
Yeah, I don't even remember what. Maybe the green screen was like the most recent thing.
Yeah.
That was definitely a year, I think. And maybe the Stream Deck.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Because that was a big one.
Yeah. I was gonna say my phone, but that's like, every time I record video on my phone, I'm so surprised because I have the 14 iPhone 14, and like.
It's allergic to how good it is.
Man, the stabilization is crazy.
No, it's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, the phones are pretty freaking good. But I remember when you were, I think it was last year when you were doing like your run of vlogging using the ZV-1 and you were using what you had, like the built-in mic, and then you came to me one day and you're like, Tom, I need to find a microphone for this camera, and I need it to be a microphone that can record from in front and behind. And I was like, you asking me like
Tom
a gear
so
acquisition
excited.
Question?
I could not. It like when I feel like I need gear, my stomach sinks because I'm like, oh.
Well, that's what I was asking. Like, what's the thing that you know? Because I think a lot of people feel that way, but then every once in a while you can get something where you're like, God dang, this is really nice and really makes things better.
Hey, James.
Wow.
And Marks, good to see you.
Look at Lewis being like, well, I have to say Mr. Moderator over here, but.
Okay, Tech on a TV has a question.
Okay, what is Tom? I love content creation. I hate the word content.
Yeah.
I feel that it belittles and dismisses the thing that you make. And that's it's a source, because content is just like widgets in a box. Like, it could be anything.
Like the table of contents.
It could be anything.
Yeah, but I think if you ask anyone 2023, content means
I know there's
content.
connotation and denotation, but like to me it has a
like
negative
author,
connotation to me. Content annotation.
The person who writes for like, a tabloid is also called the same thing as someone who writes like a novel.
No, I know, but a
bestseller.
It's when I hear people say like, yeah, making that content, and I'm like, I like to. Even if it's a tutorial or review, I like to look at it as more than like I am making a piece of content. That's just, I don't like it. As someone who values creativity and stuff, it doesn't sit right with me. But I don't have a solution. Whenever there's complaining, I never have a problem with someone complaining about something if they bring a solution or an alternative. Yes. And I don't have one. I don't have like, oops, I pushed a button. I don't have a solution.
Here we go. Has your perception of short form vertical content changed since a year ago? Why or why not? That is a very good question.
I mean, it's like not my cup of tea, but every once in a while, there will be a time where like, we got rollerblades not long ago and we're trying to go around the neighborhood and I was like, holy crap, I don't know how to stop on rollerblades. And then you search up like how to stop on rollerblades and you find, 5 YouTube shorts that have really quick explanations of how to do certain moves and stuff with rollerblades. I was like, oh, this is way better than having to watch a 12-minute video where someone gives me their life story about this. So like for very quick answers to questions like that, I've actually really liked it. Mm-hmm. But I never like sit there and just go through like a feed of vertical stuff.
Okay, so I agree. I think that vertical content is a format that provides an appropriate avenue for things that like this definitely doesn't need to be a whole YouTube video. I think that it is still really tricky for brand building overall, or maybe let's call it discovery. I think the conversion from like a new person who's scrolling through, vertical content, like I don't know how many people would actually like come over
to go from watching something you made to actually knowing who you are and what you do and being interested in it.
Yeah, like wanting to watch the couples table or whatever.
Like, right.
I also think that I don't have the and this is not, I can already hear Doc. I hear Doc in my head telling me like this
that's just because he has a loud voice.
But like I feel like I don't have the maybe the creativity or the personality of someone who can really do shorts well.
Well, okay. Maybe you believe you don't. Do you want that personality? Because that's where I think if I really want to do it, but I don't think I can, then that's limiting. If I don't think that's my personality, I'm not really interested in trying to develop it into that, then that's,
it's more like I really have to go out of my way to to do it my way in a way that I don't want to. Like right. It's too much work. Like I was scrolling through my old YouTube shorts and I was like, God, these are so good. Also, it took me just as long to make them as a normal video. And right. like, I don't know. Just I have so many like good ideas. Like this would be such a good short, but just the idea of like editing in the phone and like, I don't know. So I haven't made that leap yet, but
I think everyone I've done, I've edited in Final Cut.
I also feel like I am at a disadvantage because I never downloaded TikTok. So I feel like I don't watch vertical content.
It's almost like a cultural thing.
Yeah, as much. Yeah, like I'm completely. I admit that I'm completely missing out on, what an average experience is. Like I don't know what it is. So.
But then what you make just becomes outsider art.
Yeah, so that's right. That's right. Okay, let's see. Tech Audit TV says, how was your first full tax year of being self-employed? Was it more intimidating than last year, or were you more prepared? Well, why don't you talk about your full tax year, your first, because mine
You've done it different. For a while, but it was our first both.
Mine was so stressful.
I hate the IRS. So here's the thing with the IRS. If you know how much money you want us to pay, just tell me, and then I'll just sign in and pay it. Why do we got to do the guessing game? Why do we got to spin the mystery wheel? Why do we got to like... Why? We don't need to do that. I'm happy to pay our taxes. We love paying our taxes. Just let me pay them.
It's stupid because it's just like, here's how much we made. Here's how much we get taxed. Here are all our business expenses. And here's all these other things. Calculate the, amount. Why is this so freaking hard? Like, why is this difficult?
Yeah.
But, for you, now that we've done it a couple times, like, how do you, I don't know.
I mean, it's an absolute nightmare, and it sucks. And
I feel like we have things in place now, though. Like,
well, so what I think is that the system is designed specifically to make it difficult so that people do not become self-employed because they do not want you to become self-employed. And now I know I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I firmly believe that the powers that be prefer if people are under them and not next to them or out from under their reach. And so making it very difficult to become self-employed and navigate that world is, I think, a feature, not a bug. The way around that is to find a really good person to help you out. And something that we learned, at least in the US and especially in California, is you have your federal taxes, which is basically the same for everybody. But state taxes and state policies vary so much that it's very important to find someone who not only understands you and what you do, which especially if you're doing something
hard for content.
Yeah, if you're opening up a restaurant, I'm sure most CPAs or bookkeepers or whatever know how to handle restaurants. But if you're like, oh yeah, we run multiple YouTube channels, it's like you got to find someone who's sort of on the ball with that and familiar with your state's specific regulations and stuff. So that, and then once you do that, then that person, open and frequent communication with that person is key.
Let's see. What camera is used for your office setup? Same or different from vlogging?
You with your wooden shoes dancing around.
The camera's different. So this camera is the Canon 6D Mark II with the, I don't know what lens.
The Canon 35 f2.0 lens.
Whatever. So I don't know. I've had this set up for what?
Years.
3 years?
Yeah.
And I have not moved it. My vlogging camera is a ZV-1 or my phone. So it's different.
So it is different, yeah.
Yep. Let's see. If you film on an iPhone and edit it, turn off the HDR, you'll have to make timeline adjustments.
Turn off or you'll have to make timeline adjustments. Interesting. What kind of adjustment? Like syncing issues or?
Yeah, elaborate. Like, what do you mean? In what program am I talking
I'm wondering, too, if HDR is what makes phone footage look like phone footage. Because even really good phone footage still looks like phone footage. I thought I had mine turned. I don't know. I watched all... When we got our new phones, I watched all the videos and like...
For shorts, though. Like, it should... I feel like shorts should look like shorts. Like, reels should look like reels. I think it's weird if it looks better than that. Because it's like... It almost takes away... It's like live streaming, you know.
I mean...
this isn't a broadcast. This is a live stream.
I'm using, like, personally, when I use my phone to film something, it's usually a clip that I want to insert into another video to match up with, like, a Sony FX3 or something. And so that, I keep hitting this button. I'm just going to scoot that over there.
There are fast food and 5-star restaurants, but they're both restaurants. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, or Chipotle right now.
Completely different level. I asked ChatGPT to give me a better alternative to content creation. It gave me creative output.
Are you a creative outputter? Sort of. Yeah. There's something. I
just YouTube creator. Why is that so hard?
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with just saying YouTuber, but not every content creator is a YouTuber. I mean, I'm more comfortable with that than content creator, but I always use words like video or media or digital or something. But sometimes it's like, for the sake of clarity, you just say content creator because people know what it means.
Let's see. Very few short form vertical videos add actual value. Feels like so many are just because a creator is going through the motion of feeling like they need to make it. This is how I feel too.
Yeah, so you don't want to make something.
Watch them. Like,
yeah,
I don't find myself watching them. I don't know.
I mean, there's some people who are like experts at it, and
I also feel like it's weird because I feel like the platforms are still doing this like overly promoting them thing that is like, that's your business goal, but that's not the goal of the creator.
Although, you know what? I have to give so much credit to YouTube because I don't know how it is on the phone actually. Yeah. Oh my God. You probably can't see, but oh look, I think Jackie popped up somewhere right in here. Yeah, my subscription feed, you go there, and then after the first few, then you have all of the shorts from your subscribed channels, and then you go back to this. They're not all mixed in anymore. Because for a couple months, I haven't been able to go to my subscription feed because it's all shorts. And I don't want to like unsubscribe from the channels because I watch their videos, but I don't want to watch the shorts. So it's like I haven't been able to use my subscription feed.
Oh, because the shorts are
pop up in the subscription feed. And if there's a channel that uploads multiple a day, and you're just like, ugh. And then if you're subscribed to several channels that do that, good luck finding an actual video. And now YouTube separated them, and it's so nice.
I now look at shorts as a promo for long form videos, like a movie trailer for the feature film in the theaters.
I mean, I think what I like is like you said, where it's a good chance to explore a topic that maybe doesn't need to be its own YouTube video, or here's an intro to a topic that maybe there's a video that explores in further depth if someone were interested.
There's so many things. Like there's so many things that I feel like would just be like they have to be shorts. They can't be anything but shorts. And if you tried, it would just be weird.
But shorts.
You know, like I'm trying to think. Okay, so I had an idea for a short. It never came to life. Maybe you guys can make it. But it was like day in the life of a content creator, and I was gonna have me like a shot of me trying to edit or trying to record a video, and then like the dog barks, and then I get interrupted, and then I go back to editing or recording, and then like the garbage truck comes in front and like it's super loud and and then I get interrupted, and then I was gonna cut to like me recording again, then Tom like comes in and is like, oh my gosh, there's fire in the kitchen or whatever, and like I just like keep getting interrupted because content creators work from home. We need like perfect circumstances to be able to record.
Yeah, the stars must align.
Yeah, and like we all have to deal with it, and I feel like that is a relatable, shareable. You don't need to know who I am.
Yeah.
Because if you're a content creator, you get it. So it doesn't matter who it is. But me making that is a whole day. Like I'm not gonna make that.
That's a short film narrative right there.
And it's only gonna be 25 seconds. Like if anything, that's too long.
It's a great idea though.
So I think that there are things like that can be. Like I don't know how you would deliver that any other way. But like I said, for me personally, it just takes too much work to be able to to do that.
If you're going to spend the time to do that, you'd rather spend the time working on like a full-length video.
I feel like for you, like, okay, here's a really good short. Oh, this is what we should just do is like shorts ideas. Is like, this is perfect. We should totally just record this right now. Tom puns like audio video equipment names. And why? For absolutely no reason but the entertainment value.
I did something like that years ago for IGTV. Do you remember IGTV?
Like Instagram?
Yeah. I recorded a whole bunch of things.
Yeah,
I was
so
like, yeah, I'm
I
going to do
just
this.
tell you, like, everyone I'm thinking of, you've already punned 1,000 times.
Yeah, it's hard to come up with new ones.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't even. Rode, microphone.
Rode's easy. Well, one of the easiest.
Anyway, like, I feel like that's entertaining. You don't have to be subscribed to Tom. It's still related to like audio, video. It's like it's the entertainment value that would not be good as a long form video on your channel. It would throw your existing subscribers for a loop. That's where I think there's a lot of room to play around in that sandbox. But oh my God, to do that would require so much effort. Like it would be such a leap for me that I would not be willing to.
Yeah, I've been doing it like I think the most recent short I did was about a Rode mic that has like a cool audio feature, and I included a thing in a video about it, and I was like, this is really cool. And so that part of the video happened to be 40 seconds, and I was like, oh, I can just snip this out. And then I was like, oh, and I want to play around adding captions and Final Cut and stuff, so I'll do that. And then that was a short. So that was like a cool little, like, this is a neat part of a video that people... It's not even the headlining thing of the video, so people who might be interested in this might not even see it because they wouldn't even click on the video that it's in, but it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that was a fun where I was like, this makes sense to me.
Yeah. Anyway, Michal, how are you getting on with ChatGPT? Have you used it to help with content creation? How do you use it, and what do you love or dislike about it? So I am absolutely fascinated with ChatGPT. I think it's coming a long way. I think that you have to kind of learn how to use it, because if you just, I think there's the novelty of it for like your first 30 minutes. But I think if you can really sit there and think like, let's go back and forth, and you can really, figure out what to ask the thing, I think it can really be very, very, very powerful. So I think it would be a thing that, I don't think it should be ignored. I haven't been using it at all for my stuff, but I've been seeing other people use it, and I'm like, wow, it's pretty insane.
Yeah,
like I had it literally. You put in, one of my gaming videos about Final Fantasy 14, and it spit out the exact script basically, and I was like, jeez.
It had like weird deep cuts of like characters and lore
names and where they're from. Yeah, lore. I was like, what?
Side quests.
Yeah. So, I feel like my gut instinct is, this like that. It's almost like a defensive. I can make anything better than AI.
Right.
Can,
yeah.
Like I have that feeling, but I feel like instead of thinking that, like, how could you, for someone like me who spends a lot of time wasting time on like the brainstorming and the writing and that part, like, I think of my my like super long 60-minute video about the passion economy.
Right.
I'm sure it could have helped me write that in 20 seconds instead of me 2 weeks of losing sleep,
Yeah.
So how about you, Tom?
I don't really use it. I feel the same as you. Like, I don't think it's a tool to ignore. I think I just don't, it's just one of those things. Like, I don't know. I've not used it this far. I don't need it now is kind of where I'm at. And
that's fair though.
Yeah. And I sort of stubbornly am of the mindset of like, I would rather make what I make as imperfect or inefficient as it might be.
Yeah, but see, you're also the person.
I know. Has, like, that's why, like.
Wait, what was I gonna say?
I don't know. Have the ethics statement.
No, that's not what I was gonna say.
Oh,
I was gonna say that you have a routine that is working for you.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't. I've been doing this longer than you, and I don't.
I mean,
like, I feel like for people like me who are just, for whatever reason, call it ADHD, call it just like he's very like. And I'm just like, wow, like super distracted. I feel like it could help me be more like process,
I think I do think it's an awesome tool for, I guess what I would not want people to do is to like, give me a video idea and then they type it in and it gives you a video idea. Cool. This is my video now. But to kind of help prompt things or work through like a creative block, or to give some ideas like, what are 10 titles for YouTube videos about this topic? And then it's not that you would use any of those 10 titles, but maybe you could then go, oh, I see how it framed something is kind of cool. Maybe I could I think it's a really great jumping off point in a lot of ways. And, I've tried every once in a while, I go in and I try to ask it a technical question that I know the answer to, and it seems to be pretty correct a lot of the time, but every once in a while, it does miss something. So it's like, okay, you can't, because for a while we were using it as Google because there's no ads and stuff. You're just like, hey, how do you make a cookie? What do you do or whatever?
Yeah.
And it just tells you.
Yeah.
But
just those everyday questions you ask Google, it's like.
But I'm still like not 100% sold on the correctness of the information you're getting. So you still gotta like, as you should anyway, be a little critical.
I feel like with all these things, it's like it's too soon to tell. It's like Shorts still has to.
The genie's not going back in the bottle. I know that.
But it's like I'm still waiting for things to see where they settle, and like, okay, this is, people have kind of established how to do it. But AI is tricky because it evolves.
Is the thing you're working on public yet?
I mean, I guess.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah. So like Mighty Networks.
Mighty co-host?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go now and look at it.
Yeah, that I think is a really cool use because it's not just the blank like prompt, but with Mighty, what you can do now is, or maybe Heather will even show you, if you want to start a community and you've ever tried to do anything like that, it's like you don't just have to have your idea, you have to build like a whole thing. And literally in like 10 seconds, it can put the pieces together. You can launch it and then refine it. And I actually think that's really helpful. And the way they've done it is really helpful. So it's like, okay, here's implementations of this that are a little more focused and specific. They have a thing called playbooks.
Huh?
They have a thing down there called playbooks.
What's playbooks?
I don't know. It's my podcasting course.
Anyway, so I don't know how to get to the link, but Mighty Networks is a thing where they, like, it's like Chat GPT 4, so it's like the super premium version, plus all the insights they have and the data from, like, you know, being a community platform or being a platform that communities get built on, where basically all you have to do is type in, like, who you want to bring together, what you want them to achieve together, like what their bigger purpose is, and it'll fill in your landing page, all the questions that you can ask your members, you know, just an unending list of questions to
there's graphics, there's photos.
Yeah, engagement, there's like, you know, there's like all those things that you'd spend so much time on, like, this community is for
before you can even start, like, doing anything. You have to like sit there for weeks and put all this together.
Actually, here.
And then you can go in afterwards and keep adjusting and fine tuning. And I think that's really, really cool. That's Kyle from Mighty Networks.
Of course, there's no link. Come on.
Well.
Mighty co-host. Let's see.
The first chat.
Oh, here. Oh, you have to put in your email first.
I mean, whatever. We explained it. Anyway. It's cool. But the point being, very cool uses of the technology that are helpful.
Yes. Because I feel like, you know, especially for something like an online course, I'm pretty sure you can use chat to help you write the content for your online course.
Well, it was just the other day somebody had asked me, because I have 3 courses for sale. Hi, my name is tom.com/courses.
Use a coupon code learn, actually. Just create for 15% off.
Wow, that's a big... But someone was asking, hey, do you have a bundle for all 3 courses? And I was like, oh, I don't, because there's 2 podcasting ones and a Final Cut, and they didn't never seem similar enough to bundle them. But I went into Podia, and I was like, where I host my courses, and I was like, oh, you can create a product bundle. That's cool. Sure, I'll put that there. But then you have to essentially create a new product that is the bundle, so you need graphics and you need descriptions. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do this right now. But if I had something like that where it's like, I could have gotten up and running in a minute, and then sure, I can go back.
You're way louder than me.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did we fix that? Hello?
I don't know. I just turned this down a little bit there.
Test. Can you hear me?
There we go. I turned mine down a little bit.
Okay. Sorry, I interrupted you.
I have a concussion. I lost my train of thought. So.
Okay, let's see. I finally converted to an iPhone editor. Oh, to a phone editor, CapCut. Someone told me about CapCut in my Instagram DMs to edit my videos, and that's drastically helped my workflow. I should go give it a try. CapCut. Let me write that down. I heard it's like, yeah, I heard it's really good. Companies like Intuit spend millions in lobbying to keep taxes nice and complicated.
Yep.
Yes. Let's see. In Final Cut Pro, if you drop in iPhone HDR footage, it's blown out.
Oh, the colors can't handle it. I think I remember you telling me that.
Oh, yeah. Then I don't think I have, because that's not on by default, right?
I think it might be because it looks the best on the phone screen. So when you get your phone, you're like, wow, this looks so good.
Short form still doesn't translate to long form.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah. Just different.
Yeah, like, well,
when someone's scrolling shorts, they're usually not like, or I'll watch a 20-minute video.
When the platforms get to a point where, like, if I'm uploading the same short, essentially just a different day, and one blows up and the others don't, that's when I'm like, okay, has nothing to do with the content. It's just the platform decided to, like, for whatever reason, push that one versus the others. And then I don't like that, because now it's just a hamster wheel. Like, it's just about, like, I just have to keep doing this over and over and over again. And I don't like that. I feel like that's not about the content that you're creating anymore. It's just about feeding the algorithm, and I'm not playing that game, yo. So I feel like I don't know when it's going to happen. I'm hoping it's soon since everyone's now talking about AI. So like now I feel like the focus, it's like the toilet paper roll, like the focus is going to get off of short form vertical, not in a bad way that would affect people who create that content, but I think in a way it's not like, I just feel like it's still random right now.
Yeah.
What gets picked up and what doesn't. Let's see. Shorts reels are like an appetizer. It just cuts your hunger until the main course comes out. But shorts. I went down a rabbit hole of day in the life of an office coordinator and watched like 5 videos of that.
I like it.
See, this is another thing that I feel like would be good. Because then it's like you just make day in the life of content creator could be a whole series. Like now, okay, let's talk about the camera. It'll be like that same person who's like always constantly getting interrupted, getting a new camera, which obviously it's not going to be the same content creators as you and your audience. It's going to be me just like, what the hell am I pushing here? Like, what the hell is f-stop? I don't know what ISO stands for. Like, just me trying to figure out how to use this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's something that a lot of people can relate to.
Yeah, no. Well, I told you I posted a thing in my YouTube community thing a couple days ago that was like, what are some questions you're afraid to ask about video production, audio production, streaming, podcast? And the explanation I gave was something along the lines of, I feel like as we learn more, it's easy to forget some of the basics, and then you feel scared to ask what you think is a basic question that you should know already. And that has been such a fun discussion. There's like so many replies, and so many people are saying kind of exactly where you're like, oh no, your audience, they would know. And it's like, no. Like so many things. People are like, I don't know how exposure works on my camera. I don't know how this works here. I don't know what this cable does. Why do I need this cable instead of this one? Things that seem very basic. And it's been a cool, it's been a cool place to just discuss stuff. And I've enjoyed, I've just had a lot of fun with that and with people just talking about things that we don't understand.
Yeah, that's
even
great.
if it seems very basic, like what is f-stop?
My mic needs to come up.
Yours needs to come up. There you go. Yeah.
Which makes me nervous because you never change my volume.
No, I never do.
Don't mess with my stuff.
See, this is there.
Okay, how are we now? We good?
Well, it's gonna take 30 seconds.
It could also be because this is like a lot longer than this one. I feel like I'm further away.
I have no idea what it is.
Who knows what it is? All right. Let's see. Pete. Hey, you two. Are you getting any of the new Rode products announced at NAB to evaluate?
Are you getting any new Rode stuff, babe?
Hell no. I wouldn't want any new Rode. Sorry.
I haven't heard anything. Rode is honestly a little bit weird lately. And
the tea.
There's no tea. It's just I feel like they're spreading themselves very thin. And some things are starting to suffer because of it. This is my opinion. And yes. I do have some concerns. I don't really know how to address it. I have no idea if they're planning to send me anything. But if not, I'll definitely be buying some of the stuff because I'm super curious about it and I want to see how it works.
Yeah. The green screen is my chroma key to success.
Nice.
Yeah. See,
green with envy.
We should just, I'm telling you, puns. I feel like Shorts algorithm shows me weirdly unrelated content that I would never ever see, but then I become kind of intrigued by 6-year-old snowboarder, beekeepers, cheerleading stunts. And that's the thing. Like, I personally, this is why I haven't downloaded TikTok. It's because I feel like it's just another front page of endless scrolling that shows you interesting things, that shows you things that other people have found interesting. And yes, it's entertaining. It is very interesting, but also like, I feel like my life would have also been the same if I had just played with the dogs. Like, It's not like I went out of my way to, you know what I mean?
I saw a thing this morning.
I don't know if that makes sense.
It was a whole discussion about the Seattle Kraken, the hockey team. Apparently, they're becoming very big on BookTube and Book Talk.
Wait, who?
The Kraken.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that was
a hockey team big on books.
Yeah.
Because they're posting just clips of like the hockey players talking about books, and then they're like tagging, it's getting whatever. And so there's tons of people who are like, I don't care about hockey, I don't follow hockey, but now I'm invested in this hockey team.
See, like that there you go. Like that kind of stuff where it's like this, there's no other way that could have happened. It had to have been short form vertical.
Yeah.
But it's hard to think of that. It's hard. Like I would find it very hard for someone, in a boardroom brainstorming, like, okay, yeah, this is what, we're going to do. It's hard. It takes a real understanding of like, plus the person has to be open to trying, I don't know. Anyway, ChatGPT is my new customer service rep. I can be very technical and direct, and it's helped me communicate things better to clients. That is so good. Yes, that is a wonderful use case.
You've got to be polite to it, though. So when the AI takes over, it's like, oh, yeah, you said please and thank you. You were spared.
I think chat can be helpful for certain aspects of writer's block to help get that creative flow going again. 1,000%. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I use GPT as an idea sparker or how to word something clearly. I give GPT my ideas and ask them to give them structure and use them as a guideline, not final.
Yeah, guideline. I've seen a lot of people just essentially copy and paste whatever chat spits out, and it's like, nah, I don't do that.
I saw this thing that was like, it was on Twitter, and someone was like, oh, how are we gonna? I think it was a teacher, and it was like, how are we ever gonna be able to tell whether this was actually written by the student or AI? And then like the first sentence was like, this was written by artificial intelligence, like only take it for, whatever that disclaimer is that every single thing gives you.
Yeah.
They just literally copied it.
Well, it's also the structure. I saw something too where it was like, chat tends to organize things in like this weird 5-paragraph structure that's like, once you know the structure, it becomes very identifiable.
Yeah. Let's see. You make a valid point. Very rarely have I found a short form content creator where I end up following their long form YouTube content.
Yeah. I've been trying to balance out our sound. I've been trying to like look at us talking and fiddle over here a little bit.
Oh, cool.
So it should be a little better.
Cool. Thanks for your thoughts on chat. Yes, it's not a tool, it's a tool, not a replacement for thinking.
Yeah, tool.
Roads communication is iffy from my experience.
Well, see, yeah, I'm in this weird spot, so I don't know what feelings to have, because I sort of am an unofficial honorary like customer support road person, just because people will come to me with their road problems, but it gives me a very skewed perspective, because it's like, I'm kind of only hearing the negatives, and so I don't know.
By the time someone's asking you a question, it's
and so it's like people have told me that they have roadcasters that have the smart pads don't work right. I've heard that several times. I don't know though. Is that 1 in 100 roadcasters? That would be really bad. Is that 1 in 2,000? It's not really a big deal. Just get it taken care of under warranty. And I don't know. I have no way of knowing. But I've just gotten lots more of those things. And the one that's been popping up lately is, I had a problem. My answer is, that's definitely not how that should be. Reach out to Rhodes Warranty. It's definitely covered under warranty. And then the person says, I did reach out and I haven't heard back. And that has never been the case before. You always have heard back in the past really fast. And this is one that's been popping up more and more, is like people submitting support things and not getting support, at least for like a couple of weeks, which is concerning. And so I don't know what that means, or if that's just a thing, or it's just some person on the internet saying a thing, but so I don't know, but I've heard it enough where it's like, it's like, if one person said our audio is unbalanced, it might be their speakers. If multiple people are saying, yeah, the audio is unbalanced, it's probably unbalanced. So I don't know. It's a weird thing. And that's why I get concerned when I'm like, it seems like they're spreading themselves thin, and now they've launched a ton of complicated new things and made a lot of very big promises about them. I really hope genuinely that they can live up to those promises, because that would be awesome. And then we have all this really cool new stuff.
Okay, Emil, I see your question, but really quick, Pandemonium Big Band. Oh my gosh, I caught you guys live. I've been watching all your videos for the past couple of years that I've started to grow my channel. Thank you for everything you both do.
That's so nice.
I know. What a sweet comment.
Yeah, I
Thanks
honestly,
for being here.
I saw Lewis's thing and I got distracted. I apologize.
Oh, it's okay.
Because he said he got a call same day from Road. Yeah, I mean, I've always,
yeah.
Prior to YouTube, I always had same day, next day communication, even before I had a YouTube channel. And with YouTube, I think it's different. Like, I don't think I'm a good judge, because I think I might get better service than the average person which isn't fair, but at least it's like, so if I'm like, oh, I had a problem and I reached out to their support and they responded right away, it's like, well, I don't know if that's the average experience.
Yeah.
It's always been solid in the past,
My
though.
computer is telling me I'm running out of storage.
But because the thing about Rode that I loved when I was teaching pre-YouTube was I would have gear break, not because it was bad, but because it was being used by high school students. Out of warranty, no receipts because it was purchased by school districts and state funding and stuff. And I could just reach out to Rode and be like, hey, the cable on this video mic came apart or something. And they would just let me send it in, send it back, or replace it. No questions asked. I could get it taken care of. It would take me literally a year to get that replaced through the school district, and I could get it back in less than a week. And they did that multiple times, and I was like, this is awesome. And that's kind of always the level that their service has been up until recently.
Okay, Mail has a question. Connecting with community. How do you find Discord and Patreon? I'm guessing, how do we feel about them? Yeah.
I think they're great. Discord's confusing to me because it's hard to follow. There's some Discord
never clicked for me, dude. I wanted to. I so wanted to, but I
like small Discords. My Discords are very small and mellow.
I have tried so hard.
Very easy to.
Yeah, well, because you literally read everything from the last point that you left
But
off.
I can.
Because you can.
Yeah.
Right. And yeah. I've also been in servers where it's just way too organized, where it's as the newbie coming in, I don't know where anything goes. So now I don't post anything because I don't know where it's supposed to go.
If you have this specific question on a Tuesday before noon, you post it here. Yeah. But if it's afternoon on a Tuesday, you put it here. But if that Tuesday is the fifth Tuesday in an odd month, then it goes in the special server and you're like, I don't.
I think it just really depends on the person who's running it. For Patreon, I don't think it's a very good community platform because it doesn't allow the members to connect with each other, right?
It's a lot clunkier, but it does have nice native Discord integration. So if you're someone who likes Discord, it's very easy to add Discord benefits.
The thing that I would say is if you're looking for a community platform, I think it depends on whether it's you as a creator are just posting you want a YouTube membership, right, where you don't need your people to talk to each other. You just need a place to do exclusive things, here's the exclusive membership content, here's where you can talk to me during the live stream or something like that. Then that's where I think a Discord or a Patreon where you don't really if you want to do a YouTube watch party on Discord, that makes sense to me. It depends on the
purpose.
Yeah.
And Discord does have rudimentary forums now, which is really nice. And I'm happy about that.
Okay. Let's see. I'm loving the new capabilities on Canva, which I think basically, it's all, Canva's always been AI. And it's come so far. It's crazy how much Canva is
Heather was
I use
using
Canva
it
every day, and I'm just I can't believe this is
I was watching her use it earlier, and the UI has all these nice little touches.
It's
she was
perfect.
moving the mouse around, and it was sparkle trails and all this stuff, and I was
I've been
wow.
using it since my first job out of college, I think.
Yeah, since before I knew you. I've only known you to use Canva since day one.
It's the best. I hope my Discord stays small. I can't imagine trying to keep up with a flood. It's just a nightmare, honestly. It's hard. It's hard because it's hard not to feel that FOMO for me, and I think that's just me though.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I may have to make that a member thing. Honestly, Discord seems like an appropriate name for what it is. Yeah.
But it's the thing that's so nice about Discord is that so many people already have an account. If you're in one server, it's so easy for them to just add in another server. They don't have to create a new account on some website. I mean, I guess Patreon works the same. If you have an account, you can support multiple people and stuff. But Discord, I have found to be the smoothest experience of just integrating more and more stuff.
It's easy for the user to sign up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that makes, if you want more people in your community, that's a big thing.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no hurdle for them to join.
Yeah, go here, and then you get the verification email, and then remember a new URL and all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Well, that's all the cues, babe.
You said you had a cue for me, I thought you said.
I was thinking of cues.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I've actually thought of any cues.
Well, what are you working on now? What are you excited about?
Oh, that's a good question.
She said it's a good question.
I think my next video is gonna be my jump rope beginner video.
Oh yeah, the Marta video.
Guide. Yeah, I was sick past week and a half.
Oh, sorry.
What the hell was that face?
I just remembered something. Sorry.
Okay.
Well, because someone said Canva, or yeah, Michal said Canva's awesome, and then you were talking about that, and then I was thinking about AI, and then I thought of the Adobe AI thing I used recently. I don't know if we've talked about that on here.
Oh. Is that what you wanted to? I have a question for you.
Okay, what's the question?
What is your favorite YouTube video that you've ever made?
I have no idea.
Really? There's not one that like sticks out to you? Like that was the best. Like that was so much fun. Like that was a favorite for whatever reason.
I mean, I have ones that I remember or have those kinds of memories of, but no. And I have found too that a lot of times I forget. Like, I think sometimes because a video has to be packaged down to a title and a thumbnail that
you forget the middle.
I forget the middle. And every once in a while, like there was one I needed to look up something for recently. And it was one I made like 2.5 years ago about how to do remote podcasts without using like Ecamm or Zoom, like where you just record and then mix your stuff together like on your own to get the best possible quality. And it's like, I put a thumbnail in that video that has worked and the video is successful. But I actually don't like the thumbnail at all. And it's made me think like, oh yeah, that's kind of like a cheap video that isn't as good as the rest. And I was clicking on it. I was like, God, there's really cool stuff in this video. Like I forgot that I did a time lapse from a camera mounted on the ceiling. I forgot that I did this really cool shot over here. I forgot that I was trying something new in the studio that was fun. And I was like, wow.
I like that.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool.
But that just goes to show that you really put your heart into every video.
Try.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
At what point should somebody, in your opinion, make a podcast to like supplement their YouTube channel?
When it doesn't feel like an obligation and they feel like they have enough to say that they can keep going for longer than 7 episodes. So if you feel like everybody has a podcast, I should have a podcast. Much like everybody's doing short form video, I should do short form video. If you have the I should feeling, probably don't do it. Like it's just not worth it.
So we just had the conversation about like, what are some use cases or avenues of why someone would use shorts? Like here are some use cases for like shorts only, right?
Yeah.
What are some use cases? Like how do you decide whether something's a video or a podcast?
That's a great question. I think that's different for everyone because the definition of podcast is so changing. What I use it for is a podcast is an area to dive into a lot more depth. It can be a little slower paced, and maybe even niched down more. Like, I'm not worried about cutting out every bit of silence in a podcast. I'm not worried about like maybe even, I don't want to say going on tangents because that could be bad for a podcast. But if I want to dive in and give you a little more context or a little more depth that I would cut out of a YouTube video, I'll totally do that in a podcast. It's kind of like that, like more room for things to breathe, explore things in more detail. It's like the opposite of what a short form video would be.
Right.
Where you're just cutting things down to their very basic essence. And then you have a regular video where you can like, here's sort of the happy medium. And then a podcast is like full tilt the other direction.
What's something that has inspired your YouTube process lately? Whether it be an experience or a video you saw or, someone's approach to something or...
I feel like there was something recently that was good, but I can't remember what it was because my brain is bruised. I feel like there was something really cool where I was like, this is awesome. Yeah, I get a lot of inspiration from things that are outside of my niche.
Of course, yeah.
And that's really cool because it's almost like you find something that you can then use in a different way from how they're using it. Mm-hmm. I think that's really exciting. But I can't remember what it was.
I'm trying to think because you always like,
do you have anything that because you, especially with your variety of channels and the types of things that you watch, I feel like you're exposed to new different stuff all the time.
I I don't know. The only thing that I've been thinking about lately when it comes to my stuff is like, I'm so happy with how like confident I feel in what I create, even though they don't perform well in terms of like the platform. So like my last video was a review of a video game called Octopath Traveler 2. And it was, 10 out of 10. Didn't even hit 200 views on a 2,000 subscriber channel. But like, I had so much fun making that video. I'm glad it's there so that, 3 years from now I can be like, what are my favorite video games, and like why did I like them so much? Like I feel like I've said before, like, yeah, the numbers don't bother me, but like I'm really at the point where like
I mean it.
Yeah, I can confidently say that that I'm happy.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, like I'm just
in how you make it, I can tell that that's true.
Yeah. So I can't, I always, whenever I think that, I always feel like another part of my brain feeling like I'm justifying failure, because I feel like, oh, that's that's a video that didn't win, because but I don't care though. It's like, I don't know,
that's nice. It's a good place to be.
It's taken 7 years to get here, so I'm very happy.
Yeah, this past Sunday, right, was your
April
7-year anniversary of giving your notice.
Yeah. And it's been an awesome
That's
ride.
Crazy. It's a long time. Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you. Sebastian, I hate coming in late, but I'll rewatch stream. Thanks for going.
No worries.
Yeah, it's all good.
We're glad you're here.
Do you have questions for me? I was trying to think of something else I was going to ask you.
I mean, that was an interesting one. How you feel about that? I'm interested in all your different channels, but I also like. I don't have questions because we talk about this all day, so I know the answers. So it's like, what's a question I have that someone else? It reminds me of being a teacher when there's a guest speaker, and I'm like, I have a question. What should someone do if they wanted to go to college for this? And everyone's like, you're not going to college.
Oh.
No, I know, but you all aren't answering questions. I don't mean you. I meant the hypothetical students in this situation. I liked asking you your gear question because that was fun. I'm trying to think of like, I don't know. I'm really interested in your process when it comes to how you do vlogs.
There is no process. You've asked me this before.
Well, because
we've talked about this before.
The way you do everything, the vlogs, live streams, vlogs and live streams are especially the ones where, and I feel this way and others do. We see you do it and we want to do it. We see the vlogs.
I don't know why that is.
Vlog. You're going live. I want to do a live stream. Like there's something about.
I think I just like
the vibe. I don't know.
I've always had that though. Like I'm not even trying to brag. I feel like I just can't hide my excitement for the things I'm excited about, whether that's vlogging or jump rope or playing video games or live streaming or whatever. I feel like I have heard it many times where people will see me do something and be like, I'm going to do that too.
So what are you excited about right now?
What am I excited about? Well, honestly, I'm working on some client videos and I'm very excited about them.
That's cool.
They're probably going to have to go towards my 38 by 38 challenge because I don't know. I mean, I was hoping to make all 38 be my content, but like I don't know if I could. That would mean I would have to make like 50 videos in the next.
Yeah, I would count these for sure.
So I don't know. But yeah, I just want to get back to it. It's hard when you're in a groove, you feel like you're in a routine, everything's firing all cylinders, and then you like go on vacation or you get sick or there's just like something
any disruption to a routine
it's
hard to recover from.
I feel that.
Yeah.
And it's just so frustrating because it's like I had that like groove,
I know. I feel like that. I feel like that's been the case with like something even like a savings account for my whole life, where it's like, okay, I'm gonna put money in the savings account every time. It's like, here's, wow, an extra $500 I can put in the savings account. Then immediately there will be like, oh, here's another unexpected bill for $500. It's like, okay, cool. I'm happy to break even, but like, gosh, it would be really nice to.
That's such a Tom thing. That
has been the case I mean, like it's almost comical sometimes how it like lines up that way. It's just like, God dang it.
Let's see.
Oh, Doc's still in Vegas.
Oh, hey. What's up?
From the Nabs.
Is it over?
I think it ended.
I want to go to an event. I have an itch.
I do want to go to NAB.
That's over. But I mean, in 2023. Like,
that's the one that's been on my list specifically. And then I also want to go to NAM. But this year,
what's NAM?
It's like the music one. This year, NAM ended on Saturday and NAB started on Sunday. So I don't know how some people went to both.
Yeah. Did they put out the info for Vid Summit yet?
I don't know.
I wish there was like a one step below that.
It was really cool to see Doc doing teaching at NAB because I feel like that was the kind of
vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you wanted to go.
Yeah, because like it's more focused than a VidCon, but it's I don't say less focused.
Well, there's still the enthusiasm of it, which is what I feel like I don't get from Vid Summit. It's very like we're trying to, grow. Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know. Then it's not a thing. I don't want to make it, so.
I'm trying to come up with one more question. We still got time. Let's see. You hit 122,000 subscribers today.
I did.
122,000.
And boy, is my wrist tired because I hit them.
You subscribe so much?
No, because you hit.
Oh.
Sorry.
Congrats on what? What did I miss? Doc, what happened? People at Navram Road and Shope and a few more said they love Tom. Aww.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, wait, Sheps? Shope?
Shopey.
Shoops.
Shoopadoop.
Nanette. I'm going to say that's a Nan light. I'm going to guess Doc's on a phone right now.
Nanette.
Nanette from Nan Light?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. If you could do a talk at something like a VidCon, what would your topic be?
Wow.
So like it's a room full of, aspiring content creators.
Yikes.
Yikes.
That's a tough one. I feel like I don't know what it would be, but I would want it to be something very practical with like very clear takeaways where someone could leave and go like, oh, like right now from this moment I can start doing something or doing something differently. I would really love to just like at the core of when I was teaching and I got to just deliver a lesson, I would love to deliver a lesson of some kind.
I know you've had that. I feel like both of us have had that itch of like.
Yeah, that's if you want to talk about what I'm missing from teaching, it's that for sure. What would your talk be? Short form
Q&A. I don't know what mine would be. I feel like I don't know. I default to like something marketing related because that's just what I'm used to talking about, but I feel like we could do something fun.
Yeah. Didn't we have ideas? I don't know. I feel like we had ideas.
Yeah. I feel like there's
my brain is broken.
I know. Tom got concussed.
Doug said Nanlight auto corrupt. Perfect.
What is something that you would tell yourself? Okay, so you wrote me an email.
Yeah, 7 years ago.
Back in
6
August
years ago, 7 years
2017.
ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Asking me for advice about like
your
starting a YouTube channel. And actually, let's pull it up, Tom.
Oh, let's do, please. This won't be terrible at all.
Let's pull it up, okay? And let's see what exactly you asked me.
Well, is this the email I sent you and then
Tom Buck?
Instead of waiting for the reply, I decided to just go ahead and make a video. Okay.
Oh man, we're gonna have to go back.
At a certain point, we should. Oh no, we still send people stuff. I was like,
2017.
Why are we still emailing each other? New comment on business brainstorm. Oh, that's not my comment. I paid you $30. Wow.
For what?
I don't know.
Oh, the Yard House.
I typed the Yard House.
No, what was your email back there? What were you emailing me? Was it the school?
It wouldn't have been that. It would have been just my like Gmail.
Let's see.
Or maybe it was my YouTube one.
No.
Do
you remember what it was called? YouTube. YouTube.
No. I mean, it would have been in the end of August 2017. Yeah.
2017. My 50th episode. No.
Wow. Look at that. I don't know.
Tom
channel video? I don't know.
From YouTube. Yeah. Like, what was it called? Is this the right email? This has to be it. Yeah.
I have absolutely no idea. I could search it up here.
Indio?
This is gonna be riveting for listeners.
I know. I'm sorry. You're just.
Let me see here. I want to find
Tom Buck.
Maybe she deleted it. She put
no, there's no way.
She put it in the spam folder.
Absolutely not even possible, bro.
Yeah, she was like, Yeah, I don't. Oh wait, that's 2017.
Before 2017.
I think it would have been your ShareSpark email.
Oh, that's right. My bad. Duh.
It seems like that's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
I can't.
Of course, that's what it would be. I'm an idiot. That's totally.
You're not an idiot.
Sorry.
Sheesh.
Obviously, you wouldn't know.
Your
okay,
personal
here we
email.
go. Yeah, I teach high school digital media. There
this
it is.
This is the first one, though. We've talked about that one. Hey, Tom. Oh, my God.
Well, let me just get, we'll skip to the one.
It's so weird to see you address me. Like, I see you type emails to, like,
I know.
Random.
Okay. So, this email.
Oh, this isn't
this is just me asking. This is you.
It would have been after the 14th.
All the things. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Oh, should we?
What the heck? I labeled my questions 1B.
This is like the cutest thing in the whole world. Can I do this right here? Yikes.
Can you not screen capture my email address?
Oh, my bad. Let's not do that. Let's do hi.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, here we
Quite
go.
The
Ready?
email. So what is this? August 20th, 2017?
I think this is it. Here's the email.
Yeah, this has to be it.
Okay, so it's hi. There's so much rattling around in my head right now. So this was after we met for the first time in person.
Yes.
And you had given me a tour of your classroom.
Yes.
And also, you saw me vlog and
I
be
saw
like
you vlog.
super
I had
excited.
made like 6 videos maybe at this point.
Yeah,
Random
so
videos.
this
on my
was
channel.
August 20th.
Yeah.
Okay. There's so much rattling around in my head right now. I'm going to throw it all here so I can actually sleep tonight. Most of this has nothing to do with work or school. 1, I'm 100% on board to be at your event at 9/8.
Yeah, I was.
This was my progress party. 2, don't even know where to begin on this one, but I feel like it's important for me to actually push myself towards building my own YouTube channel. You gave me the kick in the pants I needed, and on top of that, if my 11-year-old self knew that I could make movies and share them with literally the entire world for free, and I wasn't doing it, he'd be pretty disappointed and confused.
True.
2B, I'm not 100% keen on a traditional vlog style thing, but I'd like to push myself to have something to upload stream every day, or at least most days, but it doesn't need to be something that was necessarily created on that day. 2C, money, subscribers, views aren't the goal. Obviously, there's a certain sweet spot I like to hit where it doesn't feel totally pointless, but beyond that, I'm mostly tired of being a creator who doesn't create and tie it into work. It'll help me better understand the thing I teach. Wow. And 2D, in your opinion, why would anyone want to watch? What would be an effective way to frame my story, perspective, ideas, whatever you want to call it? I definitely do want to keep things genuine and authentic. 3, I hope your injuries are healing. Also, how's it going, like, as a person and stuff? Please don't only use you for digital related advice. I feel a little greedy. Yikes.
Let's get married. Oh boy. I love this email.
This is great.
It's so adorable.
I know. Look at us pre-marriage.
It's funny though, because like these are so many questions that still pop up all the time. Like everybody has these questions.
Sup, girl? Can I slide into the
I slide into the DMs with
an email.
Multi-point letters to be or not to be.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be a lot. But the thing about this was after we had met and I was like, okay, I want to do this. So I sent her this email and I remember sending it and going like, okay, I want to make something. What should I make? And I'm going to wait for the reply. Obviously, this is a multi-point email that I sent at a random. Oh, I sent it night or something.
9:32 p.m.
9:32 p.m. You weren't going to respond in 5 minutes. You responded at 3 p.m. the next day, which I want to see your answer there. By the time you responded, though, I had already made and uploaded a video because it was like, I got this out and I was waiting for your response, but I kind of already knew what you were going to say, I think, or at least I could imagine it. And then I just did the thing instead of waiting for you to tell me.
Yeah, you didn't wait for me.
Yeah, you should just make the video. And then I made a video and posted it. And so the next time we talked, I was like, I already did the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your answer there?
My advice would be to just upload without thinking too much. Upload 10 videos and then start thinking about it. You need data first, and then you can start evaluating and figuring out which direction to head in. Maybe start with the obvious. Hi, this is my first video. This is what I hope to do with this channel. This is who I am. This is what I like and don't like. These are my goals. Here's what I'm doing today and tomorrow. Like, honestly, I'd try vlogging for 10 days.
You recommended a 10-day tackle for me.
You need to do it for at least a week and then some, because it'll help you figure out what should be a vlog and what shouldn't. I have a million suggestions in terms of content you can create that would provide value to someone, but the goal is for you to see that on your own, Just start. Don't think too hard. I saw that you posted a picture of an eclipse viewer. Start with that, or introduce your dogs. Your dogs. That are now my dogs too. I know it seems like basic, but I mean, watch my first 3 vlogs. They took me like 3 hours to record and edit. It was ridiculous. I can give you feedback as you upload. This is what James did too, and now he's making mukbangs. Who knows? Maybe we'll create a new genre.
Then you talk about your injuries.
Yeah.
It's something about Steve. What did I reply to that? Sorry, now I'm really invested in this.
Oh yeah, it went on. Well, we can. That's the offline sitch.
Oh, is it? Oh.
We kept going, but anyway.
Yeah.
It's
not spicy. It's just
no.
There we go. There.
Yeah, we just keep going. How is working from home as a content creator post-pandemic? How do you replace chance meetings, office chat?
That's a good. I think we have different. I always hated that, so I'm like,
I
yes.
know. I miss that. That's the thing
I specifically
miss.
tried to avoid people.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing that I want to do. I want to do a Just Create More like meetup, or not in person, but like just a Zoom thing to replace that.
Yeah, I like having. I mean, every once in a while, I feel like the stars align and you just find yourself like chatting with someone and it feels like, oh, we could just talk for hours about this thing. And it's like real easy, but it's hard to like schedule a time for that or orchestrate that.
This is the worst rom-com I've ever seen. No game whatsoever. TV, you got lucky in this movie.
There's no rom-com in this situation, though.
Yeah, like we literally met up for work.
Yeah, it was a work-related business.
Yeah.
That's funny. No, pretty. Look, I was one step away from sending a spreadsheet.
Hey, Obs. What's up?
Hi, Aubrey.
Anyway, I'm really happy with where we're at.
Yeah, wow, it's a really long way.
It took forever.
It sure did.
It took a lot for us to get here, but I don't know. I'm just happy with where it's at, like
happiness is where it's at.
We do it very differently, but I feel like it works for you and it works for me.
Yeah, which is, I love having that because I think it prevents either of us from falling into the trap of thinking that we have the way to tell people to do things.
Yeah, like someone the other day, it was like, how do you make money? I was like, I make money through my, like, making videos for clients, and I like that. I like it. I don't know. It also took me a lot of bad clients to get to the good ones. So it was a journey, Not bad clients. I should say bad clients. I feel bad if bad client. Some of you guys were my past clients.
Less than ideal clients. I'm thinking
bad clients are not watching this.
Yeah, the ones I'm thinking of ain't in here right now.
Yeah, they're not. They weren't ever subscribed. But yeah, I had to do. We had, just get here offline stage. I love that Rode Procaster Tom is on. The only thing I don't like is a huge shock mount.
The microphone, the thing about the mic, I love it too. It's such a good mic. It is susceptible to handling noise, but it also, like, the mic by itself sometimes feels awkward, and the shock mount and pop filter sort of help it to feel less awkward. I'm just gonna It's.
Oh my God, I
it
can't.
It does weird. It just doesn't feel right to me.
I need to like look. We have to continue this.
What is this?
This whole thing. So I replied to Tom.
This is the post show now.
Yeah. So now we're just gonna keep going because
this is me typing.
This is Tom. I'm typing this as I'm texting you, so I apologize if there's redundancy. I'm taking your advice and going for it. I like the idea of discovering what it should be, and then I can get feedback after a bit. I'm just ignorant enough about YouTube vlogging, that whole culture, that I'm hoping my ignorance pays off and helps to do something a little different. I'm sticking with the Enthusiasm Project. It's already coming up in search results. First in search results, there's another guy with like 55,000 subscribers named Tom Buckmaster who does like weird supernatural videos and hunting stuff, but uploads multiple times per week. And I don't want to confuse anyone. What the hell, guys? I've gotten so much positive feedback on those live streams. It's crazy. I had no idea people in my world would watch something like that. It was so much fun, though. I definitely want to do more video streams in the future. You know, give the people what they want.
Wow.
And
yikes.
Oh, this is like my.
Good.
You're telling my because I was telling you how my family doesn't like approve of me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway.
Disappeared.
That was cute. It's great. I think it's like. I just think that you are the person where if someone were to find you now, it's like, oh, you know, you always had it figured out.
No.
Yeah.
Still don't.
It's nice. It's a nice reminder of like, you know, you asked the same questions everyone did.
Yeah. Everyone has the same questions, the same nerves.
Yeah. Hey, Gil.
Anyway, Gil.
We can end.
Okay, it's time to clear a table.
Time to clear a table.
All right.
Did the puns also exist back when you met? That's a very good question.
They weren't
very
in the videos,
important question, Caleb.
I can't imagine not saying.
I feel like.
Wordplay.
Yeah, because that's just how your brain works. Yeah. But also, like, my brain doesn't work that way. So a lot of, to this day, his puns just go over my head. Like, I don't realize that they're puns until, like, the next day.
My jokes are that good.
Yeah. No, it's not that. I don't. It's like, unless you say it in the voice that's, like, real, this is, like, the pun voice.
But sometimes that backfires because I'm like, hey, did you hear about the new thing that Rode released? And you're like, what about the new thing? And I'm like, no, it's like a small Rodecaster. I just like it's not. No, it's not a joke.
Oh man. Anyway, All right. Well, that was fun.
Alrighty. Well, time to clear a table. Thanks for spending time with us. Hope you have a safe, happy, healthy, fun rest of your week.
And if you have any questions or any suggestions,
drop them in the old suggestion box.
I don't know
where that box is, though.
I don't know, just Instagram us. I feel like we're both on there.
Alrighty. Well, bye, everybody. I don't know.
You're the one who ends it.
I always say have a safe, happy, healthy, fun rest of your week, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
There it is.